this video, I'm continuing the work on how do we use Excel to draw a histogram. So I'm now looking at only continuous data. And in this, I'm going to show you how to do a frequency polygon. So I'm actually just looking over here now. So I'm just going to scroll up just to remind you that a histogram has no gaps between the bars, and also there's an interval, half interval gap before the histogram begins and after. I'm now going to show how to do a frequency polygon on Excel as well. So that's coming up. So let's get some data here. So I'm looking at a grouped piece of a grouped frequency table, and we can see that it's continuous data because it's dealing with time and how many hours of television has been watched. Within this chart, we can see that we've been given the midpoint and the number of times that occurs. So I literally need to transfer that into Excel now. All right, so I just want to explain here. I've opened Excel and you can see I copied the table there, and I was able to then just type up in each cell each of the information in here. But I've skipped the midpoint because I don't need to do that, because the way Excel's going to label the axes will be in the groups there, which is absolutely fine in those class intervals. Okay, now, because I said I wanted to add a frequency polygon on as well, I'm actually going to copy the frequency column again because I want to plot that information twice, once on the histogram and once on the frequency polygon. Now, what I'm now going to do is highlight all of that information, and again, Excel will only do what you tell it to do. So I'm going to go to bar chart again, or 2D column charts. And down here, there's more column charts, which I need to select in this case. Now, when you select that, this box will appear. Now, I want to do a combination of bars and line graphs. So I want that frequency polygon to be on there. So I'm going to go down to combo. Now, when I click on combo, I actually have the desired chart that I want. So I'm going to press OK. And again, the only problem I have is I need to reduce that gap width on the bars. So if I click on those bars, just a reminder, I showed you how to do this last time. Over on the right-hand side is this chart picture. If I click on that, I can reduce the gap width between the bars. Now, if you're really good with graphics, you can click on here, you can put bold lines between the bars if you like, but let's just check that the graph makes sense. I don't need this series 1 and 2 here, by the way. It doesn't mean anything to me, so I'm going to delete that. So to delete, just simply click on it and press delete, and it's gone. But I do want to label my axes. So again, click on this plus sign here. Just add some axes titles, make sure the chart title's there, and then I can label it. So let me just label it now. So you can see I've jumped ahead and I've labeled the chart and the axes. Now let's just check it makes sense and that it's showing the information that I want it to. So we go to 0 to 5, and what's important is that the bars are labeled 5 to 10, which is correct because that's the first piece of data I've got. The midpoint is 7.5, and that bar is going from the middle of the line is going from the midpoint of the top of that bar. The next bar shows 10 to 15, and of course I've got that half interval gap at the beginning and that half interval gap at the end. Let's just check. 15 to 20 hours should be showing 10, and it is. So my histogram with the frequency polygon makes sense. And that's pretty much all you need to know about displaying data on Excel.